Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading for the 22nd to the 28th of June 2020. Now you will notice that the setup is different. This week I'm on holiday. I have just bought a bus. It's livable, but we're going to be doing it up. Now the purpose of me getting away is so that I can do some inner healing, go on a little bit of a spiritual journey if required, and just to get away from the madness around me. Okay, so this week is all about me, Cancer, but it's about you as well. So let's start your reading. So the overall theme for your week, Cancer, is Laveria. Let love grow. Wow, look at the imagery in that. That's pretty spectacular, isn't it? You've got the skull and the nest, the bubble, the plant, the vines that are coming through. Yes, so are you holding back from allowing love to come through, Cancer? We'll draw some tarot to get a bit more understanding of your week and how you're going to progress through it and where you're at. Remember, this is a general reading. Okay, let's get underway. Okay, right, so the overall energy for your reading is Six of Escas, so there is that manifestation. Don't know if people can see these actually today. Yes, so there is manifestation coming through, so you are working on it, you are working on letting that love grow, you are allowing things to start to move forward, and you're starting to look at things very closely, and just to see what the real truth is, you know, so that you can put order into it. You can actually start to understand what's happening, what's happened, and what potentially may happen coming up. So what's crossing that is the Knight of Staffs. Now the Knight of Staffs is a Sagittarius energy, so it could be a Sagittarius. But the Knights, of course, as we know, is an action card. So with the manifestation, then this is that taking action to make things move forward, to allow things to start to happen. Now with your theme card, with letting the love grow, this could potentially say that you have been struggling with that concept. There may have been something that happened in the past that took you off your track a bit, where it's quite a scary place to go to when allowing the heart to open and the love to flow. Yeah. And yes, and in your mindset here, Cancer, is we have the Three of Swords, which is the grief card, which is the broken heart. Yeah, just real profound sadness, and usually when it comes to other people. Now, just because there's three, it doesn't necessarily mean that three people are involved, though this may have been the case. What this could also indicate to you, Cancer, is that you have been struggling with several aspects of yourself within this situation that's going on here. You also may have found that there was more than one, you've been through more than one experience of heartache and having your heart broken. Now I apologise for the rain sound here, because it's really, because this is New Zealand and it's winter time, so, and it's really it's raining today more than it has actually probably for the whole year. We're getting a whole lot of rain here. It's only making up for lost time, so if you can't hear, I will try and talk as loud as I can. Okay, so here we have the Knight of Swords, which can be a Gemini energy, but what this is saying to you, Cancer, is that you need to cut away any stuff that doesn't serve you. So if something, even if it's just a thought, and you know, swords are about thought, are about communication. So, you know, are you actually being honest with yourself? Do you need to sort of cut through the crap and really start to see what's going on within you? In the past, you actually were a very loving, caring, open person. And what this would also, this could indicate, yeah, because, you know, look, the Queen of Chalices is the Cancer card anyway, so this is definitely you. And as you can see, she's in the pink, so there's a lot of love, you know, it's glowing in the heart space. So you actually were quite, your heart was open, and you were very loving and very giving, and just really, you know, enjoying being and totally in love and all that. And geez, that light is really not doing it, is it? And so yes. So something's happened along the way, and it's really taken that surety away, and that, you know, and that safety away. So let's have a look. Now, so what is coming up is that you need to set some boundaries then. In order for you to feel safe, and in order for you to feel that you can open your heart again, and you can trust again, and you can allow that love to flow, and you can let love grow. And you got to set some boundaries so you know exactly what your deal breakers are. When you see a red flag, do something about it. Don't think, oh, well, it might get better, or I'm not seeing it properly, or whatever. Just make sure that you have already set very strong, you know, parameters around what you're willing to accept, you know, yeah, and just how much you're going to give of yourself, and how quickly, and all those sorts of things. Okay, so this is you. So you are willing to wait for the moment where you can actually trust someone enough to let that love flow. So you are working on it, but you are really prepared. You're not going to rush in this time, you know, because you know that what you're capable of, the love you're capable of giving, receiving, and sharing, and you know, you don't want to squander that again. You don't want to give, you know, someone the opportunity to take away that from you. And here we have the King of Vesicas. Now this is a Taurus energy, so, you know, anytime this could be someone, so if you hear any of these and they make sense, oh yes, it was a Taurus who hurt me, or it's a Taurus that I'm with now, and I'm wondering if I can open up to, or whatever, just have a look at that's why we give the signs for those, because sometimes they do connect. They can't connect for everybody, of course. But here is the King of Vesicas. Now, the King of Vesicas, if it's not a Taurus energy, and if it's and maybe somebody in your environment that is very down to earth and really is quite money focused and business focused, that doesn't mean to say that he's not able to come from a heart space either, but he's a very practical individual. Now, because he's practical, this could indicate, and if this is you or them, it can indicate that you are willing to, you know, they are either you or them are willing to see this on a practical level first. So, you know, you're quite happy, or they're quite happy to allow this to start to grow from almost like a friendship, a being on the same page, you know, a common understanding and that. So, you know, you can really sort of be a little bit relaxed, as it were. Okay, so, and your hopes and fears are endurance. So, you know, you are fearing that you may have to go through something and endure something again, that you may have to put up with all the crap and go through that broken heart stuff, you know? And that's one of your fears. That's one of your fears. But the hope, because there's always two sides to these cards, the hope is that you will be able to, you know, sort of allow yourself to give it time to see if this is the right thing, to see if this person's the right person. So there's kind of a conundrum there. It's like, I don't want to have to go through that enduring crap again, but I don't want to move away too quickly in case it is something that has some merit. Okay, so the outcome of this week's reading there, Cancer, is the Hangman. Now, the Hangman is, as we know, is very much about not being in limbo, because this is a needful time to pause, to take some time out, to actually, you know, just to see how things really lie. Now, there's a part of you that is niggling at you because you are sitting there, you know, this is you in the background there bleeding all over the place and everybody's not giving a hoot, you know, they're not even noticing, they're just going about their own business. And it's kind of like, isn't anybody going to ask if I'm alright? Isn't anybody going to ask if I need attention or something? So this is where you need to determine the truth of the situation. Okay, and we'll do some clarifiers on this and just see if this is something that you can relax into, or you really need to be very, very wary. Because as we know, is that one of your concerns is that you were going to go into the BS again, or you know, or were you going to be able to stick it out? Well, Spirit's going to make it for you, Cancer, so that you will have time to actually consider everything. So you will have some time to contemplate, to meditate, to see things from a different perspective if required. You know, because obviously the perspective is a little confusing for you at this time. Okay, so I'll pull some clarifier for the Hanged Man. I think that's the only one we really need to do. It's the one that really needs a little bit more information. Okay, so we've got 3 there. We'll take those. And I'm taking that top one too for some reason. Okay, so here we have, oh yes, so we have the 7 of Hearts. Or the 7 of Cups. So there is this is an opportunity to make a decision. So you are being offered something, but you're not quite sure if it's what you want. Maybe you see the grass is greener on the other side, or there's other opportunities or options that may actually be better. So you're a little undecided, which goes along with the Hangman. And that's why you need to take the time. That's why you need to take that time there, Cancer. Right, here you have the 6 of Leaves. So yeah, so this can be success, but this also is about being thoughtful, taking the time out to sort of just to see how the land lies, I guess, if you like. As you can see, you're bobbing along. There's it's kind of like sharing the ideas with others. So maybe take the time to talk to others about how you're feeling. You know, how you know what your concerns are. Maybe even the person that this is about. You know, maybe give them the opportunity to sort of put their point across there. But the 6 of Swords generally or the 6 of Leaves here is generally about coming out of that emotional upheaval. So you are moving away from, you know, you are moving into calmer waters. So that's great. So you can relax. So that is indicating that you can relax. Now here we have the Queen of Swords. And so the Queen of Swords is a Libra energy. So the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords is very much about, it's very much about being able to hold on to an idea, really cut through the BS. And this is actually not a sword, it is a wand. Apologies. So the Queen of Wands is an Aries energy. Now Aries, you know, are very spontaneous. You know, they're very sort of, they can be quite, you know, dramatic and they're very competitive, they're quick, they're, you know, and so with the Queen of Wands being there to do with the Hangman here, Cancer, is you will make a decision very quickly once you make it. So you're going to sort of be, you know, maybe taking time out, dilly-dallying, and then all of a sudden you're going to make a decision. You're going to go, all right, I'm going to do it, or I'm not going to do it, whichever the outcome is. Oh yes, and you will actually go for it. You will take the chance to follow your own intuition, to follow your own feelings, but to also follow a a sense of adventure. So, you know, like you are going to be able to, and this is really exciting, Cancer, you're going to be able to open yourself up to do something that's going to make you feel a little scared, like, but excited at the same time, because you're going to take a chance. You're going to, you're going to try something new, and whether it is, making a decision to not go with it or to go with it, it's going to be something different than what you normally go with. So that's really, really, really neat. It's really exciting. So remember to set your boundaries and cut out anything that is going to get in the way and not going to serve. So don't wait for everything to go pair up. Just go, do it. Okay, let's see what dragon's going to be with you this week there, Cancer, and it's the Sunshine Yellow Dragon. Helps you to help animals. So serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. Now, what this is saying to you, Cancer, is that if you look at how animals are and in their how they function, how they relate to people, how they relate to each other, how they are really when it comes to love and being in a relationship. And it sounds funny because it's an animal, but we can learn a lot from the animal kingdom as to how they see things and how they function within that. So, there may be an opportunity to when you're feeling a little scared, a little anxious, whatever, if you're making the step into love again, then, if you've got a pet that can lend you that comfort and that quietness. So that'll be nice. All right, so then the last card is the Moonology card. And here we have surrender to the divine. Okay, full moon. So yes, so what you've been asked to do really as well is to just take a chance. How we had the full card here is that you've got to trust and believe in a greater source than you would normally have. So this is telling you you're not alone. You don't have to do this on your own. You can actually, spirit and the universal consciousness, whatever you want to call it, your guides, your guardians, they will be there to support you all the way. But you need to surrender into it. So you need to have this faith and this belief that it will all go well and according to plan. So that's really, really exciting. So have a fun week working all that out and just letting that love grow. All right, take care. See you soon. Bye.